Hey you guys. All right, daily health habits challenge number 22. So got my cozy sweater on tonight. It's cold here. Got my warm sweater on. Okay, I'm super excited that you guys are loving and interacting with these videos. I super love interaction, and I love that you're sharing these too, so thank you. It's super important to me just to share these little messages and that they get seen by those that need to hear them. So yeah, I'm a firm believer in what's meant for me can't miss me. So yeah, it's awesome. So welcome as you're jumping in, say hi. Today's topic is buy an alarm clock. So some of you might be, the topic buy an alarm clock might think you're thinking that I'm going to be telling you that you need to wake up earlier or something like that. But I'm going to be talking about keeping our phones in our room. Okay, and what that has to do with maybe our sleep cycles and maybe also like things that we actually don't know. I did a little bit of research before jumping on here, and it's a really murky situation. Okay, so basically so many of us keep our phones in our rooms, right? So if you do, raise a hand below. I definitely am guilty of it, and I am actively stopping. Like, that's it. I'm going to thrift shop and I'm buying a alarm clock just so that I have my time there, because so many of us keep our phones in our room, right? So there are so many negative effects from keeping our phones in our room. Okay, if you struggle with sleep, getting to sleep, staying asleep, ask yourself this, okay? Is your phone the last thing you see before sleeping and the first thing you see upon waking? I feel like 90% of us are going to be like, It's crazy. Phones are starting to rule the world, but it's in my research. I'm just going to read a bit from my notes. It's clear that phones may be disruptive to the ability to sleep for obvious reasons, right? If you have insomnia or simply do not get enough sleep, this is a simple change that might help. Okay, so these changes: place the phone in the kitchen to charge. Okay, allow yourself to go to bed without your phone. That's a super simple one, and that's something that I am implementing going forward. Okay, buying a simple alarm clock, keep the phone out of the room. I always used to keep the phone on airplane mode anyway and just keep it in the bedroom, but using it as a clock, like legit an alarm clock. Okay, so get an alarm clock instead of using your phone's alarm, because that is there are so many things about the first thing we wake up in the morning, we turn on our phone and we're maybe we get stuck into the vortex of social media. Or maybe you have a business or something and you turn on your phone and you have all these messages that you feel like you have to respond to. There's this rule that I live by, that I turn on my phone and I will not consume before I create. Okay, so being an at-home business, I'm okay, I need to sit down at my desk and I need to create my work for the day, kind of plan out my day. I plan out the night before, but I always plan out okay, these are the 3 things I need to get done this morning. But if I was sitting there consuming, scrolling, or maybe replying to messages right away or something like that, that's gonna throw me off. And especially if it's first thing in the morning, yes, the alarm clock does make a huge difference, totally. So get an alarm clock. Don't look at the phone if you can help it. The first thing in the morning, and same as going right before bed. Yeah, we're so controlled by it, right, Megan? The pointless scrolling, you're nailing this. Yeah, totally. So another one that I read is turn off the sleep tracking apps. I personally don't have sleep tracking apps, but I think some people tend to overanalyze sleep and make sure they know all the sleeping and waking patterns throughout the night. This is proven to be pretty useless, so maybe get rid of that. Next one, so preserve a buffer zone and minimize light at night. So I personally am pretty guilty, as it's 10:45 at night and I'm still on social media and doing things on my phone. So ideally, we want to try to protect the last hour or 2 before bedtime as a time to relax and prepare for sleep. So if I think about even 5 years ago, what I did, I barely had a phone 5 years ago, but it's I did things in a different pace of life almost. And I think some of us can relate to the phone it's a source of, it's this almost drug. It's it makes you anxious if you don't have the phone, or don't know what's going on or something like that. So it's literally it's pretty kind of pretty scary when you think of it like that. So enjoy some time spent reading, watching TV. I'm not a TV person at all, and I feel like that kind of goes hand in hand with social media. But, you know, reading, spending time with people, like actual people. But yeah, and then if you need to be on the phone, switching it into night mode, so it's reducing the blue light, or get some fancy glasses like this. And then you will minimize your damage on your eyes, of course. And also, again, goes back to the sleep patterns and like the weird stuff that happens when you see blue light or like synthetic lights at certain times of the not light day. Okay, so optimize sleep environment. So consider other ways that you might enhance your bedroom to make the ultimate sleep sanctuary. Make it feel awesome and sleepy in there. And then aside from these things that we can do, like keeping our phone out of our bedroom, buying an alarm clock, not scrolling right before we go to bed and as soon as we wake up, there's also, like I said, a really murky situation happening right now with the safety of cell phone usage in the capacity that we use it. Like, I think we can all agree that we obviously use our cell phones way more than we ever had in history. There was never even a thing like this not too long ago, you know. So there are ongoing studies as to how harmful this actually is and how much this usage is actually impacting us. But the truth of the matter is that we're quite literally living experiments. Okay, like we don't actually know what's going on, and we don't actually know, but maybe we do. I'm not sure. But I encourage you to do your own research on the subject. But I know that from my research, I make a massive point, and always have, of never carrying my phone on my physical body, okay? Like I never carry it in my pockets or like touching my physical body, because there is a lot of studies done on like the radiation that actually is emitted from a cell phone, especially one that is always sending and receiving Wi-Fi. Okay, so again, do your own research, but guys that have reproductive organs on the outside with the phone in the pocket, not a good idea. Like ladies carrying your phone in your breast pocket or in your bra, I've seen people do that. That is like a hard, scary no, okay? That's like your sensitive tissue right there that's like getting directly impacted with this radiation from your phone. So we know that phones emit radiation. That is like a proven thing. What we don't know, or apparently don't know, is how much. Okay, so me personally, this is my opinion. I definitely say do your own research, but some studies have definitely shown, what I was reading, increased brain activity when held directly to the head for an extended period of time. Okay, so AKA get yourself some headphones. Don't put your phone in your bra. Get yourself some headphones, okay? What's that movie? I feel like I can't remember the name, but there's this kids movie where the guy is holding the phone out here when he's talking on it. And that was probably like 5 years ago that movie came out, but I can't remember the name of it. But anyways, that's my 2 cents on buying an alarm clock. Buy an alarm clock, take your phone out of your bedroom, keep it on airplane mode at night. And it's really best to not have it in contact with your body. And if you can, when you wake up in the morning, don't switch it on. Like, just don't. You're in control. You're in control, and you don't need to switch it on until you have done your routine in the morning. You know, what happened to reading? You know, not even reading the newspaper, but like conversing with a friend or something in the physical. Doesn't really happen much anymore. But okay, you guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully that made you think a little bit, and yeah, please share if you feel like any of this resonated with you. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow again for number 23, and hopefully it's not at 11 at night. Okay, thanks for watching, you guys. Have an awesome night. Buy yourself an alarm clock.